In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use WhalesMarket, which is a super interesting app that you can use to trade airdrops before they even occur, and you can even buy and sell points for airdrops. So if you're farming a bunch of airdrops and you're collecting points for Eigenlayer, for MarginFi, for Camino, all these different applications, you can actually buy and sell points using WhalesMarket before the airdrops are tradable. So if you reach a point where you're sick of farming airdrops and you just want to cash out and sell all your points, you can do that here. Or if you think that these points are going to be worth more than people think they will be, then you can actually buy other people's points and then use those and leverage them to get a larger airdrop. So WhalesMarket is a super interesting application, and today we're going to talk about how you can use it. Now, a great example that just came out is this new listing for the Wormhole W token. So this was literally just launched today, and this is now tradable, even though the W token from Wormhole has not yet dropped. And that is just one example. So the different ways that you can use WhalesMarket are to trade pre-market listing. And so these are tokens that haven't actually yet dropped. For example, Pixel or the W token from Wormhole. Then there's the OTC markets where you can buy larger blocks of tokens that are already trading. And then there's the points market where you can buy and sell future claims on airdrops by buying people's points. So for example, with Magic Eden, it's the diamonds, but you can also buy MarginFi points, Blast points, Camino points, and many more. Eigenlayer as well, which is a big one. So let's say you want to use this application. The first step is to connect your wallet, and it's compatible currently on Ethereum mainnet, Solana mainnet, and then 3 ETH2s, Base, Arbitrum, and Manta. Although I'm sure in the future they're going to be expanding compatibility to a bunch of other chains and ETH2s. Now, when it comes to the pre-market trading, you're basically trading token futures because no one actually has these tokens yet. For example, the Wormhole token. And it's a little complicated, but the TLDR of it is if you want to sell an allocation for a token that you don't even have yet, you have to put up collateral. And then once the token actually goes live, you have 24 hours to deliver that to the buyer on this platform. Otherwise, your collateral will be seized by the platform. And so if you want to buy or sell a token allocation on WhalesMarket, you're either creating an offer to buy or an offer to sell, or you're filling someone else's offer to sell or offer to buy. So for example, if I go to the pre-market page here and I filter for the W token, I can look through these different offers to buy or to sell, or I can click here to create my own offer. So let's say that I wanted to buy an allocation for the Wormhole airdrop from one of these offers. People will basically bundle tokens and create an offer of any amount, and they'll set the price as well. So this is an open market for trading the futures. So if I bought this allocation of 8,000 Wormhole tokens for 7,600 USDC, then the seller of this offer at the day of the actual token launch would have to get those tokens and transfer them to me within 24 hours. And then I get that allocation. If they fail to do that, their collateral gets seized. And so I am going to profit if the price of the W token goes above this amount, 95 cents per token after the day of the launch. And the seller of this option is going to profit if the token is worth less than that on the day of the launch. And you can search through these offers to buy and sell and find an allocation that you like. Now, the thing about this that makes it a little bit less convenient, let's say, is that you have to basically match someone else's offer if you just want to trade on the platform. And so generally what that means is that you're not going to be able to buy small amounts. People are usually trading larger blocks of tokens, so 2,000 tokens, 8,000 tokens. And you'll be hard pressed to find a trade on this platform for just a couple of tokens unless you create your own offer. And the other downside to trading this way is that you don't get to choose the amount of tokens and the price. So for example, if I only wanted to buy 200 Wormhole tokens, that's great, but the only offer for 200 W tokens is at the price of 145 per token, versus the lowest price per token here is 95 cents. Obviously a way better deal, but then I would have to buy 8,000 of them. So it's just not as convenient for you as a trader. You don't have as much control over how many tokens you're buying and the actual price. That said, this is definitely a very useful application, especially if you have a strong conviction about what the token is going to do in price after it launches. Now, aside from the pre-market trading, I'm going to skip the OTC market because all these tokens you can currently trade on DEXs anyways, and this is just a way that you can buy larger blocks and potentially get a discount for doing so. But it's pretty simple. So if you want to buy large blocks of tokens, you can do that in the OTC market. Otherwise, the points market is the other part of this that I find super interesting. So here, for example, you can trade eigenlayer points before the eigenlayer token actually drops. And this is useful if you think the eigenlayer airdrop is going to be massive and you just want to get as many points as you can. Or if you're sick of farming airdrops and you want to just cash out your points, you can actually get liquidity on that. However, you're not necessarily going to be getting the best price or a consistent price because, again, all of these trades are in large blocks of tokens. And the basic concept behind trading these points on WhalesMarket is similar to the concept behind trading the futures of the tokens before they drop, in that the person that's creating the offer to either buy or sell points is having to put up collateral for that. And then once the protocol announces the points to token calculation formula, so how many points are going to yield a specific token like eigen, and once the points are finally convertible into tokens, again, there's a 24-hour deadline before the settlement has to take place on WhalesMarket. So if you want to buy someone else's points, you can do that either by just selecting a block of points that you want to buy, or you can create an offer to buy, and then you can set specifically what price you want to buy at and how many points you want. And then the same thing vice versa for the sell side. So just as an example, let's say that I wanted to sell the 85 Magic Eden diamonds that I have because I don't really care about these. I'm not selling my Margin 5 points or my Camino points or my Parcel points, but Magic Eden, whatever. So unless I find a buyer that perfectly matches up with what I'm looking for, I'm probably gonna have to create my own offer. So I'd hit here, create offer, select points market, select the network, in this case Solana. I'm gonna be selling my points and hit next. And this is where I select the protocol, in this case Magic Eden, the number of points or diamonds, and then the amount that I want to sell them for. And if you don't know what to sell them for, you can look at the points market, click on the buy button, because these are people that are willing to buy, offers to buy, and you can see what the floor price is. So it looks like the minimum price is about 4 cents per diamond, but you can probably get more for it. So let's say I want to sell this for USDC. I would select the amount that I want to receive in total for this lot of 85 diamonds. So if I wanted to sell them for 4 cents per diamond, then I would want to get $3.40 for this. And then in order to go through with this trade, I have to put up $3.04 worth of collateral. And then if I renege on the deal, that amount gets seized by the platform. Then the final thing that you can select is whether you want to do a partial fill or a single fill. So if you're doing a really large block of like 100,000 points, you might want to do a partial fill because that will allow multiple people to buy chunks of it. Otherwise, with this amount of 85 diamonds, single fill makes more sense. It just has to be filled by one user. And you can choose which one you want. Even if you have a large amount, you can still do single fill, and then one single person is going to have to buy the entire amount from you. Then you simply hit next, and then you're going to have to deposit whatever the amount is that you're asking to get from this. That's your collateral. And then when you hit this button, it pops up in your wallet and asks you to confirm the transaction. So just give it a second here. And yeah, so Phantom Wallet, it's going to take $3.40 of USDC and a tiny amount of SOL to pay for this transaction. Then you just hit confirm, and then your lot or your block is live. And so if you go to the dashboard tab down here, you can select the points market and you can see your open orders, and you can look at the same thing for pre-market trading and OTC market as well. So this is where you can track everything. In the future, it looks like they're going to be having a whitelist market as well. So for NFT mints, if there's an exclusive NFT mint and you get whitelist, you can actually trade that on WhalesMarket soon anyways. Two final things worth mentioning here. Obviously, the platform is going to take a fee, and that depends on whether you're creating the offer or if you're filling an offer. So if an offer that you created to buy or sell is getting closed or filled, there's going to be a 0.5% platform fee. The other fees are for settling an order, buying points, and canceling an order. And for each of those, the fee is 2.5% from the platform, which again is automatically deducted when you either make the transaction or if you cancel an order that you have live. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about is there's this staking feature. So WhalesMarket has their own token and it's called the Whales token. And if you stake the Whales token, you receive X Whales. And in exchange for doing this, you actually get percentages of the actual revenues from the platform that come from those fees I just mentioned. So this isn't actually related to the trading of the points or the futures and the pre-markets of tokens that haven't dropped yet. It's just another separate thing that you can do on the WhalesMarket platform. If you're bullish on this platform and you want to participate in getting the revenues from the trading on the platform, then you can buy whales and stake whales, and you get, at this point, a pretty decent APY. However, I will say, if we look at the price chart on the Whales token itself, it is just on an absolute tear. It's up ridiculously from at the end of last year trading around 5 cents per token to at this point trading above $3.20 per token. So personally, I'm not going to be buying the Whales token myself, although congratulations to anybody that was an early adopter of this platform and bought and staked this token, because that is an insane graph right there. So yeah, that is the TLDR on WhalesMarket. If you're interested in trading on this, obviously I'll throw links down below, and let me know what you would be more likely to use this for. Are you thinking that you would actually try to buy someone else's points and get a larger airdrop allocation, or are you just trying to get liquidity because you're sick of being farmed and all of these points? Thanks for watching and have a great day.